Thank you so much, Mr. Sankaran, for joining us. Mr. Sankaran, of course, as Meghna and DP have introduced him, he's a director and distinguished scientist of the U.R. Rao Satellite Center, ISRO. Sir, I think your mic is to your right-hand side, if you could just pick that up. Sir, I'm going to start with the next big thing that has everyone's attention captured. Chandrayaan 3 was a massive moment. We all, saw Chandrayaan 2, what happened. Of course, that was a disappointing moment, but the fact that we were able to bounce back and land on the moon now, there are a lot of expectations from Gaganyaan itself. Let me begin by asking you about, if you can tell us about the key milestones as far as Gaganyaan is concerned. We saw the event where the Prime Minister introduced the 4 Indian astronauts who've been selected, and what is the kind of timeline that we are looking at as far as Gaganyaan is concerned?
Gaganyaan, actually, originally when the plan was made, the amount of work had really been underestimated. That's what I would say. The various parts of that mission involves first upgrading our launch vehicle to be human rated, so that the failure rate, anything happens in the launch vehicle, there are safety safeguards built into the launch vehicle so that the crew is saved. So that is called the human rating of the launch vehicle. This activity has been now practically completed. The second one is the orbiting vehicle in which the astronauts have to fly should also have a crew escape system, which will ensure that by the time the launch vehicle is nearing its destination and about to release the craft into orbit, at that time, if an emergency happens, still the crew has to be recovered safely. So that crew escape system testing is right now in progress, and last year we saw the first test vehicle mission, which is one of the test vehicle demonstration, where an abort happens during the flight, how the crew can be saved. So various tests to demonstrate the crew escape system is right now in progress. And we have also progressed very well for the crew module itself and as well as the service module. Right now at the U.R. Rao Satellite Center, right now the first crew module and the service module are getting integrated for the first uncrewed mission, possibly sometime later in this year. This assembly is going on. This mission, there won't be any crew, but every other system is going to be there. It is going to be a demonstration that what we have planned to do in the Gaganyaan mission is getting demonstrated. Now we'll be doing at least 2 or 3 of this kind of missions, uncrewed missions, which will happen this year as well as next year. And at the end of this, if we determine that all our new developments are complete and all the safety measures are in place, then we can think of going for the human flight towards the end of next year or early 2026. That is how it is planned right now.
I'm actually intrigued when you began your comments saying that perhaps we didn't estimate the kind of effort required, because, there's been the Space Reentry Vehicle project, which was there in the mid-2000s. We have the Indian Institute of Aerospace Medicine, which has been working in this regard for decades. Would you say that this mission, when you say that it wasn't planned out or perhaps was not thought of, now the stage that we are at, are we now very clear that we are transitioning from this era of sending space vehicles and now, of course, into manned flight, from unmanned to manned? That path we have set on is very clear, and how quickly will that manned mission happen is also a question on many people's minds.
No, when I said that there was an underestimate, there was a plan how it was to be done when the announcement was made in 2018. And we had thought that some of the systems could be bought by us from the international market. And you call it as a fortune or a misfortune. I would prefer to call it as fortune. The people from whom we thought we could buy were not forthcoming and were not meeting our requirements. So we had to take a call of developing all of them on our own. That's why the delay has happened.
Right.
So right now, this Gaganyaan mission is going to be nearly 100% made in India kind of mission. And as I mentioned, the crewed mission likely to happen towards the end of next year. Right. That is the earliest it can happen.
Right.